It's Sunday morning, early. I've just finished a workout, got up early, and just about to go get ready and go to church on this Sunday. But you know what happened this week? A report came out, quite a damning report that came out and said by some academics, as Dan Andrews put it, in Sydney, who said these lockdowns that happened didn't need to happen the way they did. Decisions that were made by people like Dan Andrews were wrong decisions. Decisions to close borders between states, decisions to lock people down, the decision to not allow our kids to go to school. This report said all kids' schools should have been kept open. And the elderly should have been looked after and protected more during this time. Now, of course, Dan Andrews can just write that off as, and he did, it's just written by a bunch of academics. And I can agree, academics get it so wrong, regularly. I understand they're not necessarily in the real world. But Dan got his information from academics. Follow the science, he says. The medical experts. No, it was based on false modelling from academics. They took it to the most riskiest level, and what can we do? We can lock people down. We can close their businesses. Well, never again, Victoria. Never again can you be locked up for 262 days over 6 lockdowns. The longest on the planet. He took us from the world's most livable city, 7 years in a row, the world's most livable city, to the world's most locked down city. He's a destroyer. Now you might say, no, he's our saviour. He did the best he could with the information he had. No, not everyone did that. Not every country did that. Many did, and some didn't. And now in hindsight even, you can look back and see the big mistakes. People like myself who knew the big mistakes were way back. This is not news to me that it was wrong. It's not news to many people. But Victorian, you're starting to wake up. And that is fantastic. This guy in his arrogance, Dan Andrews, is unrepentant of what he's done. And he says he's all about saving lives. He doesn't apologise at all, doesn't take a step back from the decisions he made because he says it's about saving lives. Well, no, it wasn't. It was about destroying lives. It was about taking control, destroying lives. You weren't allowed to go see your parents. Parents, grandparents, you weren't allowed to see your grandkids and kids. He locked us up. You weren't allowed to exercise more than an hour a day. Well, it's not just lockdowns, because I know Victoria's moved on from a lot of that. But we can't let it happen again. Victoria, this election on the 26th of November, only a few weeks away, vote this guy out. He's a destroyer. He's caused havoc and destruction in Victoria. The debt levels are horrendous. 5 times more than when he took over 8 years ago. 5 times more. Crazy stuff from a crazy man. Victoria, don't you join the lunacy and vote this guy out.